kiss the boots of the children of the slaves. There you go. Start with that boo right there over there. Right there. You ain't done.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. We've got a great episode planned. We've got a lot of stuff to go over in that liberal pool of madness. For instance, a young man, well, he's not really young, but he thinks he's a god. I don't know. We've got some trans bathroom drama to go over. And this one kid, I don't know, his parents failed him at some point. He is riddled with white guilt. What he does will absolutely turn your stomach. I know it did mine. So we've got all that to go over and much, much more. So let's stop talking. Let's get on with the rest of the show. All right, my friends, we are starting off with a few memes. And this first one addresses basically all the stupid stuff that men think about, that they kind of daydream about. Let's check that out. 90% of guys daydreaming is spent mentally preparing for this exact scenario. Well, what the heck is that all about? Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think that's, I know that's true for me. Racist rock removed from University of Wisconsin-Madison campus. Why? What is so racist about a rock? Well, let's see what this rock is doing to trigger everybody. Well, I mean, it is a boulder. I'm not really sure how you reached the conclusion that a chunk of rock is racist, but, you know, I mean, what can you say? These people are all mentally ill. This next article really exposes the race grifters, that they will go to no bounds to link racism with literally anything. Let's check it out. Have you ever noticed the popularity of white robots? The reason for these shades of technological white may be racism, according to new research. What research? Okay, so we've got a robot. It's pretty much white all over. Okay. But you know, there is another side to this coin. Ken says, now imagine spray painting the robots black. CNN headline becomes, owning black robots may be a sign of being pro-slavery. And that is totally true. News and nuts. News and nuts. Hey, it's news and nuts.
California is revoking 17,000 commercial driver's licenses issued to immigrants.
Yeah, the decision is directly related to the legal status of the immigrant drivers.
Eyewitness News reporter Madison Weil live in our newsroom with these details. Madison.
Yeah, John, Rachel, Tony, that's right. The state says the licenses are being revoked because they're set to expire after the date the drivers are allowed to be in the U.S. The move follows pressure from the Trump administration, although California says these licenses violate an existing standard that was already in place. A nationwide audit was recently launched after a man from India with a commercial driver's license issued by California allegedly killed 3 people in Florida while making an illegal U-turn back in August. After that incident and a national review, the Department of Transportation threatened to pull $160 million in federal funding from California, claiming the state is issuing commercial driver's licenses to undocumented immigrants. Still, Governor Newsom says that every driver whose license is being revoked had valid work authorizations from the federal government. Another horrific crash that has kept this issue in the spotlight is one that happened in Ontario last month. It involved an undocumented man from India who is now facing vehicular manslaughter and reckless driving charges after 3 people died in that fiery wreck. In September, the U.S. Department of Transportation implemented new rules for commercial driver's licenses that make it harder for immigrants to obtain these licenses.
Well, I'm glad to see that something is finally happening in California with this whole driver's license, and hopefully the CDL thing is going to get all fixed up, because lives are being lost needlessly. And here is Fetterman, who, I don't know what happened to this man, but I think the stroke maybe red-pilled him. He's not all the way red-pilled, but he's a good halfway there. And this is him talking about how The left is just absolutely, hands down, way more vile and disgusting than anything that the right puts out. Check it out.
Write about that in your book. You said, quote, "I've drunk deeply of the venom of both the left and the right. As a connoisseur, I can confirm that the most poisonous, the bitterest, is from the far left." That is pretty remarkable to hear you say that as an elected Democrat. Why?
No. It's just been my personal experience on this thing. And when I asked my digital team, I said, we're on all the platforms. Really, what's kind of the harshest? What's kind of the most personal? And the answer was immediate. He said, "Oh, blue sky. It's blue sky." And the difference is, the right would say really rough things and names. Some names I won't repeat on TV, but the on the left, it was like they want me to die, or that we're cheering for your next stroke, or that's terrible that depression won. Why couldn't it depression won? And I hope your kids find you. They even have like the graphic, a GIF where they have like a stroke, in your head, cheering at that. Yeah, and they said that. I remember one. They claimed, "Oh, the doctor let us down, and why did they have to save his life?" Just really, like, I just can't imagine. People are wishing, I wish he dies, or I want him to die. Literally cheering for a stroke. And I don't know what the kind of a place where that comes from. That's much different than just calling me a name. That's really been consistent, in that community online.
Abby Phillip went on the Joy Reid show, and well, we all know where this is going to go. She's trying to tell everybody that the right live in this informational bubble, and they really have no idea what's going on in the real world.
Conservatives are living in a completely different information world than liberals. And breaking that down needs to be done. Because when you don't ever even hear the facts, it's hard to even know that you're wrong. And that happens a lot. Half my job sometimes is knowing what the latest conspiracy is, so that if it comes up, I'm ready to address it. Because it happens a lot where people don't even know that what they're saying or what they've seen and believe is not true.
All right, my friends, that's it for the news. Now on to the nuts. We have just one clip before we get to the Lib Zone, and it is a very efficient and effective way to get squatters off your property. Check it out. Well, that's one way to do it. All right, my friends, it is time. We have reached that liberal pool of madness. We're jumping in right now. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
It's funny to me that especially men with their egos and under this patriarchal religion that you guys have in this world, this weird default presumption that when someone like me says, by the way, I'm a goddess, that it's an ego play, that it's some sort of like I am this goddess, therefore. And that's not at all what's going on here with me. What's going on here with me is at some point in the future, I'll be doing some great miraculous things. And when those things happen, I want to make sure you attribute it to the correct goddess and not just to some run-of-the-mill like war god or some stupid shit like that. That's the only reason you guys need to know that I'm the goddess. There's no other thing that I'm looking for from any of you. Simply, when I do great and miraculous things, know who it was who did it.
Yeah, I would really love to see you do some great and miraculous things. Please. But you can't, because you're not a god, you're not a goddess, you're nothing. If anything, you're following the other guy, if you get my meaning. But something that would be a great and marvelous thing to see is these trans Tifa people use their own bathrooms for once. There shouldn't be a single instance that a woman feels threatened or feels unsafe when they're going to their bathroom. This stuff needs to stop.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm trans male.
Okay, well, okay, so you're a girl, because I felt very uncomfortable. Okay, you're a male in the girls' bathroom?
I mean, I'm born female.
No, it's not okay. There's little girls in there.
No.
Don't tell me no. I have First Amendment rights. Unbelievable.
I don't mind talking to people.
There's all little...
So I was at Barnes & Noble a little while ago, and I was in the bathroom, and I came out of the stall, and this dude's in there putting on his lipstick, and I got scared. My heart sunk. And so I left the bathroom, waited for him to come out, and as you can see in the video, I questioned him. I'm like, I still don't know to this day. Is that a chick? A dude? I don't even know. But the fact is that if I felt nervous as a grown adult woman, I can't even imagine what a little girl would feel like. So you know what, guys? I have nothing against these people. Let them live their life. But you know what? You should not let your kids, your girls in the bathrooms alone. I think there's a reason that these people don't go into the men's bathroom, because I don't know. What do you think would happen to them if they went into the men's bathroom? But what's more concerning about this video is this woman who came not to my rescue, me, the woman whose rights were violated in my own bathroom that said women, but she came to his rescue, rubbing his arm, telling me to stop and telling him it's okay. It's not okay. We need to do something about this bathroom situation. It's not okay. Think about the little girls. I'm an adult, I can handle it, but little girls, that's scary stuff.
Well, it looks like somebody is finally getting their head out of their butt, and Senator Kennedy is proposing a bill that makes all the people in Congress, just like everybody else during a government shutdown, they don't get their pay. And that is the way it should be. And I really hope this bill passes, but it's probably not going to. Let's be real. But it's a good effort. Check it out.
My only disappointment in the deal that we have, I strongly wanted a provision added that senators cannot be paid during a shutdown. It's called shared sacrifice. It's called leadership. We were getting paid, but our staff wasn't. I didn't take my salary, but our staff wasn't getting paid, and air traffic controllers and our military. I thought it was the height of hypocrisy. Now, my leadership blocked me from bringing that bill, but I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep coming.
A full list of scenarios where giving up your rights will make you safer. Well, I'm kind of curious to see what is on that list. Let's check it out. All right. Well, I guess there are absolutely no scenarios that will make you safer when you give up your rights. All right, my friends, it is time to play Find the Theme. That's right, my friends. If you can find the theme between these four images, you win absolutely nothing, but perhaps a little bit of entertainment. So let's check it out. Head of UK Justice System. Head of UK Education System, Brighton Mayor, and finally, the London Mayor British Capital. All right, my friends, can you find the theme? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm sure none of those people would ever leave their house without their anti-American Express card. Don't jihad without it. Remember, since 9/11, yikes. And while that's happening over in England, stuff is definitely happening here in America. Don't be fooled. Let's check out a scene from Dearborn, Michigan, which seems to be ground zero for the Islamic takeover. Check it out. Up next is a concerned citizen of LA, and he's tired of the city wasting money hand over fist They spent $450 million on homelessness with no effect. Now, to break that down, that is $393,365 and roughly 64 cents per person. And he's upset, and I don't blame him.
So far, we have spent $450 million to permanently house 1,144 people. $450 million to permanently house 1,100 people. That's an absolute failure. But that money is going somewhere. It's not like that money is just falling into the abyss. That money ends up being somebody's profit. The nonprofit industrial complex who's making a ton of money off of it. And most of those people are politically connected to Hugo and Nithya and Karen Bass, of course, and actually all of you people.
Well, NGOs are definitely part of this money laundering problem because, like, the donations are given to the NGO. The NGO then skims and siphons like 90% of the money and gives it back to the people that work for the NGOs. And who are the people that work for the NGOs? Well, they're the family and friends of the politicians who then turn right around and donate back into the Democratic coffers. It is a grift. It is a gravy train. It's something that really needs to stop because nobody wins, especially the people that the money in these NGOs are actually supposed to help. Up next is a kid that's absolutely lost in the wastelands of Delulu. He is completely riddled with white guilt. Let me know in the comments if you would ever do anything like what this kid's about to do. It's kind of sickening.
Just like his own children. Just like a good father would do to a son or a daughter. Hold on. So let me ask you a question. You said you sorry for what your ancestors have done? You said you different from your ancestors. You said that you are not like them.
Yes, sir.
Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let me see. We're going to see if you're going to finish the job. No. Anybody can do that part because that don't take no real work. The next part is if you're really sorry, what it say? Give me Isaiah 49 to 23. I'm going to tell you what God said.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49 and verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers.
Go ahead.
They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth.
That's the first step, the bowing with your face toward the earth. Go ahead, do that. Go ahead.
And lick up the dust of thy feet.
Kiss the boots of the children of the slaves. There you go. Start with that boot right there over there. Right there. You ain't done. Let me tell you something. Blacks and Hispanics, that's the gift of God. Hold on. There's more. That's that one right there. You can just stay where you at. They're going to bring the boots to you. You can just stay right here. You're going to get bombarded with boots. Go ahead. That's the blessing that God gave blacks and Hispanics. That's right. That one day your enemies is going to bow before you. See, people think we out here for nothing. But there are some people that fear God. That's right. A lot of you don't fear God because you would never do that. But what he is doing is showing a real act of humility. That's right. That's a real act of humility. That's what it looks like when you fear the Lord. Because if the judgment that's coming from the Lord is going to wring blood out of the skies. That's what's going to happen. Go ahead. That's right. You ain't done. It's going to rain the fire out of heaven. And you know what? Yeah, white people can't deal with that. Go ahead. You're not done. That one right there. You know what? White people get to see what it feels like to see one of their brothers kissing the boots of somebody else. Go ahead. You don't do right here. That one right there. Yeah. Let me tell you something. This is what it looked like. This is an apology. This one right there. This is ain't nobody making him do nothing.
Well, it looks like the EBT is not just for the essentials to survive. Now it appears you can go and get some good eats at your local crab shack.
All right, y'all, this one's gonna infuriate you. Oh, wow, they accept EBT. What is this? Holy shit, it's a crab shack. They got steamed crabs. Oh, look, they got paper. Steamed shrimp, mussels, frickin' fried food and salads at the corner crab. This is where our tax money's going to. a crab shack. What a crock, bro. I don't want to pay for people to eat steamed crabs. I mean, what the hell? Come on, y'all. This is crazy.
The renaissance of snacking is here. Doritos and Cheetos. Simply naked.
Nice.
The flavors you love, naked of dyes and artificial flavors.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to have to check that out. It would be really nice to eat Cheetos without your fingers getting all filled with cheesy powder and then stained for days. That would be nice. But the taste is probably not going to really be the same. So I'm not sure how that's going to go. Plus, the packaging is not that great. And I guarantee you, those naked Doritos and Cheetos are going to cost more than just the normal chemical-filled, disease-ridden Cheetos. Food companies, after knowingly adding unnecessary and hazardous ingredients to their American products for decades, well, the only thing they have to say is, we're sorry. Wah, wah. Counterfeit Soul says, I can only imagine the board meeting where some hungry upstart junior marketing guy was like, hear me out. Let's add poison and then promote the fact that we aren't adding poison. Genius. Asexual Andy says, my addiction will now give me less cancer. I'll take the win. Chipper says, this is what I voted for. That's right. King Apollo says, thank RFK. For sure. It wouldn't happen. It wouldn't have happened without him. Jessica 0917 says, so I won't have to use chopsticks when I eat Cheetos. Win-win.
Why did it take me so long to realize that if dentists make money off of people with unhealthy teeth, and 4 out of 5 dentists recommend a certain toothpaste, why would I trust them?
That's actually a really good point. The media, when foreigners build segregated communities within major cities, media sound asleep. Muslims build entire segregated towns. Well, the media is sleeping like a baby. But when 20 white people buy land together, oh my gosh, it's code red. We got to stop this crime against humanity. I mean, wait a minute. What? Code red? Again? What? Just wait. Where is that stupid switch? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll let him know. Thank you very much. All right, my friends, that was my producer. We have an official Crockett alert. Let's check out to see what kind of racist stuff comes out of her mouth today.
Okay, a lot of the MAGA women receive gender-affirming care, such as lip fillers, breast augmentation, etc. Why do you think they are so against gender-affirming care for trans people?
You know you want to say it.
Okay, so I have this thing where, like, you know a MAGA woman when you see one.
1000%.
They all have a look,
Big
right?
back,
But they lips be up to anyway. That's a whole other issue. But yeah, they don't even know, because when that was brought up on the House floor, because there was a discussion about this on the House floor. They were like, how dare you say we use, and it's like, no, that's exactly what y'all do. Y'all just didn't realize that that's what it is. But okay.
Yeah.
That woman is such a complete racist. I don't understand how other people don't call her out for it. Let's check out and see what some other people have to say about dear Jasmine. I found one of Jasmine Crockett's eyelashes. Well, good, you can give it back. I'm sure she's missing it. Yes, I do think MAGA women have a certain look to them. Let's see one of those looks. It is the look of superiority, but not in a bad way. But look, let's check out the real differences between MAGA women and those adorable ladies on the left. Let's check that out. Okay, so MAGA women versus liberal women. Let's go. Okay, yeah, that is a definite gathering of awfuls. Okay, well, let's see what a typical MAGA woman looks like. Yep, that would do it. Yeah, there's a stark difference there, my friends. Let me know if you can spot the differences. And of course, the telltale sign that gives away a liberal woman every single time. That's right. It's Crazy Eyes. It's time for Dave's Detox.
Mira cómo me dejaron la plantilla. ¿Quién fue?
Someone's guilty. Wow, that's a good impersonation. Cat's freaked out. Oh, nice. Baby ducks.
We don't do that. Put her down, please.
Aw.
We don't do that.
Just trying to give the cat some loving. Oh, there you go. Cat's like, please get me out of here.
Oh, I see.
Poor cat. Oh, yeah.
She hates it. I'm trying to get her used to it.
Aww.
I can take you outside. I can take you outside.
Wow. Oh boy. Whoa. I wonder how often that happens. Poor little kangaroos. That's funny. Okay, how did the horse get stuck like that? Like, well, good for these guys. Yay! Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and thank you for all those that subscribed, and for anybody that hit that thumbs up button. And if you decided to share, well, thank you very much. But before you take off, there's going to be a couple videos showing up right around here and right around here in just a second. I think you'll enjoy them. And until the next episode, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated, and have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.